In the morning I got 2 buckets of all kind of pieces, including springs, metal pieces. I don't know what's inside yet. It was out in the rain, so I have to put it somewhere. I'll look after. I got still things to do today, but personally I would never throw away stuff like that. Small pieces, whatever, metal, wood, plastic, because one day you need to repair something, and after a single screw, maybe which somewhere in the bottom of a bucket, you have to run to a shop, spend half a day to find it, and waste of time and money on that. And even worse, if it's some piece of metal, you must spend a week just to look to repair something. So back in the time when I had a garage and I had many cars, actually, it was a long time ago, 30 years ago, I had about 15 cars. So not same time, but 2-3 cars at a time, and all the cars, and nothing latest. So always something broke down, and stuff like that was always in the back of a garage to find the pieces from, because old cars were easier to repair. Now newer cars is more difficult, you need special pieces, but older cars, and at home as well, at home you always had something to fix. As I'm from Soviet Union, from ex-Russia, so ex-Soviet Union, now Russia. Actually it's a European country now, but back in the time we had everything in home, almost everyone. Tools, materials, whatever needed to be fixed, everything was, I need to have some spray here, everything was at hand, not to run around, so nothing ever was thrown away, everything was just in case kept. So, but here and in France as well, when people were throwing out, when I lived in Paris, I found on the street all the time almost new stuff that people were throwing out. So as I have a space here in garden, at least for stuff like that, smaller ones, I can always keep them. And the Murphy's Law is like, if you gonna throw something out, the next day you're gonna need it, and then you're gonna run all around to find it. So somebody made me a gift, pieces of metal and plastic and whatever, just to fix stuff. Here birds are regularly doing their stuff, sometimes worse, sometimes less. So I don't know how the people who have them on the roof, how often they clean their solar panels. For me it's easy, it's just on the reach of a hand. As soon as I see something, I can clean it. But people who have them difficult to access on the roof or the solar panels, I don't know. Technically it's not good for a solar panel to have some places dirty, some cells and others not, because the voltage will not be shared equally, and the panels or cells, solar panel cells, which are like, for me, like here, it's on the shadow, it's not the best situation, like here too. But I want this tree to grow up first and go. This is not connected right now, and this too. I'm only charging certain hours of a time when the solar is almost entirely covered. here I will need to cut down the branches, not to have unequal voltage in the cells, otherwise we're gonna heat up too much, which is not good. This is for reserve power station, this panel, using rarely. But yeah, so anyway, I'm talking too much now. I've got to do something useful as well. This needs to be taken care inside the garden, but not today. Rain is all the time coming, huge shower and then stops, and sun like now, then again a huge shower, and it's like 5 times, 10 times a day, changing all the time. You see, pieces like that. Luckily I took it. I was about to throw it away because someone left back in vegetation, like thrown away, and now it's already vegetation growing through even in my garden. But I didn't really need it, I just took just in case, and now it's right time to use it, because now I will need it for sorting out this stuff here. So I'll have to organize it. Running out of space here in the garden, but just leaving enough space for a hand truck to pass through. Yeah, this is fragile, the plastic box, so I put the metal grid underneath. There are paints inside, but I don't need, and if I do, I have a back open there I can reach. So I guess it is too heavy for that, but I have no other better box right now. I need to get rid of the humidity inside, let it in the sun to dry, and drip out the water from here, from the pieces there. Not everything here is useful, of course. There are some pieces like broken electric motor and stuff which can be thrown out, but these are very good stuff, or which you're gonna look for around. Especially look at that, things like that. 10-20 euros if you're gonna buy it. Stuff like that, 5 euros if you need them, of course. If you don't, but as I said, that's Murphy's law. Once you throw it out, you're gonna need it next day. So here are some things which could be useful, and the pot itself as well, to maybe to, I don't know, right now I don't need it, but as I said, if I'm gonna throw out the pot tomorrow, I'm gonna need to mix some paint or something. So that's how you do when you pour. You don't throw out the stuff. I don't want to become a hoarder here, of course, to bring everything, but things like make sense to me, as I'm engineer, mechanical engineer by education, so these things make sense to me. In the morning I passed by and there weren't anything new here in the pile, but now I see here some new deliveries from other part of a construction, and some of these could be useful. Not much actually, but the point is that I better take what I can. I'm going to ask them if I can work here on Saturday or Sunday, because today is quite a rainy day, changing weather. Because in a year or two, maybe if I need to build something new at my place, then I have no more constructions nearby to take the rocks from. I'll better do my best right now before we finish here. So I talked at the construction site and they said it's okay, they work tomorrow as well. I can come tomorrow to take some rocks there, because today it's raining too often. It's changing weather and it's not very safe with slippery rocks to move around or anything to do at the construction site with the rocks there. So by the forecast, tomorrow and after tomorrow should be good weather, sunny. Let's hope. And if not, it's okay, then I'll figure out something another day. But today I could put the sign here, which I printed already yesterday, so I can use the moment of sunshine for that. This is a sign I have printed, but this is quite fragile plastic. I need to put some tape around the sides here to be a little bit more stronger. It's incredible how quickly our weather changes here. I've been just a few minutes putting the tape around the edges here next to the holes, and already from clear skies dripping some tiny water, tiny rain, which is the most dangerous, very slippery on the road and moving the rocks. That looks good. It's not breaking anyway, it's not pulling, it's just a little bit loose, which is exactly what I need. Otherwise it's gonna break these holes here, gonna pull out these iron wires. So looks beautiful to me.